my experience is, having hit 70, then after that, you just have to really do the best you can with what you've got.
Okay. Well, you're doing
Actually,
pre- you're
hang on
doing
one second. I'm going to go one
you're
more.
doing pretty damn good, Wendy. Welcome everybody. Miles Kessler here, and I'm very excited to be announcing again the Aikido at the Leading Edge Tele-Summit for 10 days in May, the May 12th to the 21st. And we have all these wonderful teachers, and today I'm together with the radiant and gorgeous Wendy Palmer Sensei. I'm very happy that Wendy's agreed to join us for this Tele-Summit and share her experience, her depth of knowledge and wisdom. Wendy, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Miles. It's great to be able to support your good work you're doing in the world.
Wow, right, thank you. Would you say a few words about maybe an intention that you would like to bring to the Tele-Summit?
Well, I'm just wanting to encourage all people who are practicing Aikido to find ways to spread it out into the world and take it off the mat. That's a lot of my interest. How do we be sure that we're not compartmentalizing and being really wonderful on the mat and doing great things and then stepping off the mat and falling into some old patterns? So if we can be interested in what are the metaphors that we experience in Aikido that have to do with how we have conversations, with how we interact in our domestic lives, with how we interact in stores or walking down the street. And then I'm doing a fair amount of work in organizations with leadership. So how do we take those principles and offer them to people who aren't going to formally train in Aikido, and yet they're going to be really making a difference in the world? So that's a lot of what I hope to share with people, how we're doing that.
Yeah, and if the core of Aikido is not universal, then there's no chance of taking it outside the dojo anyways. So it's these principles that you're going to be pointing to and touching on.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, we're all very much looking forward to having you with us and to participating in your session and sharing in your wisdom.
Thank you, Miles. Well, I think it's wonderful that you're bringing all these people together so that we can see if we can plant some seeds further out into the world and look at, how can we make a contribution using these amazing principles.
Yeah.
I mean, when people ask me about Aikido and they say, oh, it's self-defense or you're redirecting your partner's energy, and I always use the line, Sensei said the goal of Aikido is to be able to protect the attacker.
Beautiful.
And I think that's something that we often think that the person who is the other is our attacker, but actually, if they're part of us, then we don't have to think of them as other, and we can protect each other.
Yeah, beautiful. Well, let's dive into that on in the Tele-Summit, Aikido at the Leading Edge. Wendy Palmer Sensei, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Miles.